Recently I had a friend tell me about a boulder called Authentic Battle Damage. He said it's a block that I would really enjoy. There's a sit start that goes at V12 and a stand start that goes at V8. With this newfound information, it was only a matter of time before I gave this block a go for myself. And without further ado, I present to you my stand start flash attempt. And I didn't even successfully complete the first move. After a bit of deliberation on where I went wrong, I went ahead and decided to ask for a little bit of spray on the beta for this block. There were two individuals that were there, extremely kind individuals, to go ahead and show me, give me a little bit of spray, and help me work this problem. Quickly after being informed that the first move was actually going right hand through, I wanted to go ahead and get a feel of the holds, gain a better understanding of what the block is going to feel like for the upcoming moves, and try to find a body position that works for myself moving further out after the second move. After having received a bit of micro beta on the heel placement for the second move, I felt confident enough to try it in from that point. Eventually we came to a point that we were a little bit confused on what our body position should theoretically be, analyzed the boulder a little bit more, and it was time to go ahead and give them a couple of attempts as they so kindly let me hop in the session. After having the privilege of watching one of them send and having a deeper understanding of how the beta works on the problem, I decided it would be helpful for me to try to top out. I asked them both for a spot, of which they obliged. Very, very kind. Unfortunately, I did forget both of their names, but they were delightful the entire session. Here we find some beta that works for us, kind of squeezing our body in, reaching over the top where there's absolutely no handholds. They explain the far side is okay, and I find a palm press while resting my knee inside the block that seems like it'll work, and it felt relatively comfortable, so I was confident that I'd be able to top the block if I was given the opportunity to get there once again. And with all the information gathered, it was finally my time to attempt to send the boulder from the bottom. And sweet, sweet success. We got the boulder to go, officially sent the stand start, which means only one thing and one thing only. Or possibly a myriad of things. But in this particular circumstance, it means one thing and one thing only. And that thing is, we have to try the low start. After we get a few more clips of us doing the stand start from different angles. Because we're a YouTuber now, and angles are cool. Yeah. And with those new angles, it's a perfect opportunity for me to give you a breakdown of what's happening. Right here you can see that you start on a double undercling. You do have texture for one hand. Left foot is high, right foot is on that heel as you saw. Right hand through. The right hand itself has a little bit of texture, but not a whole lot. Predominantly you are compressing. Here you'll bring the left foot up, bump the left hand twice. Now you'll get the hand-heel match. Some people do the toe. Personally, I do the heel. Then you bring the right hand through. Another shot of the same sequence just from underneath for you. After comfortably getting that right hand, you get a hand match. Bump the right hand up, bring the left foot through, and I do a little knee scum, knee smear, have a heel set, and awkwardly rock my body over until I get jammed in as you had seen before. Cram in, reach across, over the top with the left hand, palm press, and we just stand up on top of the boulder. In conclusion, the V8 stand for authentic battle damage was an absolute blast, an incredible block, an extremely fun line, and I'm glad that I got the opportunity to get out here and try the block. Also, huge shout out to the two individuals I did end up meeting while I was out there. Huge help in solving the boulder for myself. Again, unfortunately I can't recall their names, but fantastic individuals nevertheless. And officially, it is time for me to start working the 12 here, the low start. Fortunately, with being so focused on the 12, as that's what I initially came out to try and to work on, I didn't get as many clips as I would have liked, but here is a clip of me trying to find the body position to pull off for this move. It is a very tight box, very crammed for myself. The right hand is practically on nothing. You're just compressing it up against the left hand, which you have a small crimp line, and it's directionally faced the opposite direction that you want. But what else can you expect from two moves being added on to create a V8 into a V12? After having stuck the first and arguably the second move a couple of times, I felt extremely stuck on a body position here where I'm trying different handholds, different body positions to try to see how I could blend the low start into the high start, and the body positioning just feels unreal, absolutely unreal. I'm still unsure to this point how I'm going to do this, but it's going to take some work, going to take some time, a lot of effort, and I'm very excited to work this block some more. Last attempt on the low start I had of the session. At this point, I was absolutely gassed, just trying the different sequences that I had discovered, or at least in hopes to. We establish, and we don't have the gas anymore. I do want to say thank you guys so much for watching. If you got to this point in the video, please like, please subscribe, and as you heard there, exhausted, gas.